You are a United States Marshal. Your job is to make people disappear. Not the way criminals make people disappear, the legal way, the safe way. New names, new cities, new lives. You take people who have done the most dangerous thing a person can do in this country, testify against organized crime, and you keep them breathing long enough for it to matter. You have been doing this for 9 years. You are good at it. You have never lost a witness. Not one. That is about to change. It starts with a phone call you did not expect. A man who knows your name, your daughter's name, the school she attends, the route you drive to work every morning. He knows these things the way someone knows things when they have been watching for a long time and have decided the watching is finished. He does not threaten you. He does not need to. He simply tells you that he represents people who have an interest in a witness currently under your protection, a man named Remy Castillo, former accountant for the Salerno crime family, currently living under a new identity in a city you chose personally 6 months ago. The man on the phone says he wants one thing: an address. Just an address. In exchange, he will deposit $250,000 into an account he has already opened in your name in a bank in the Cayman Islands. You tell him you are going to hang up and report this call. He says that is fine. He says the account already exists whether you report the call or not, that the deposits already made to it look exactly like payments from a criminal organization to a compromised federal marshal. That reporting the call will not save you. It will simply determine how quickly everything falls apart. You sit with the phone in your hand for a long time after the call ends. You do not report it. You tell yourself you are not going to give them the address. You tell yourself that for 11 days. On the 12th day, Remy Castillo is found dead in the city you chose for him 6 months ago. Not from information you gave, from information someone else gave. There is a leak in the program. It is not you. But when the internal investigation opens, you realize something that makes the floor drop out from under you. The account in the Cayman Islands has been active for 4 months. Deposits going back 4 months. You have been in the program for 9 years. Someone has been building a case against you for 4 months. Someone who knew that someday they would need a federal marshal to take the fall for something. And they chose you. You have 2 options. You can go to your supervisor and tell him everything: the phone call, the account, the 11 days you sat on it before Remy Castillo turned up dead. All of it. Or you can find out who actually sold Castillo's location before the investigation finds you. You choose the second option, not because it is smart, because going to your supervisor with a Cayman Islands account in your name and 11 days of silence is not a conversation that ends with anyone believing you. You start pulling files. Every witness currently in the program, every location, every marshal with access to those locations. You are looking for the pattern, the thing that connects the witnesses who have been found to the information that should have been impossible to find. You find it in 3 weeks. It is not another marshal. It is your supervisor. Deputy Director Paul Harmon, 17 years in the program, the man who recruited you, the man who taught you that losing a witness was the worst thing a marshal could do. He has been selling locations for 6 years. Not for money, for something more complicated than money. His son, 22 years old, arrested 3 years ago on federal drug charges. The Salerno family offered to make the charges disappear in exchange for cooperation. Harmon said yes. And once you say yes to people like that once, you never stop saying yes. You sit in your car outside his house at 2 in the morning with this information on your laptop, and you understand something very clearly. You cannot arrest him. The moment you move against Harmon, Everything you know about the Cayman account becomes evidence against you. He will use it. He has been building it specifically so he can use it. You cannot go to the FBI. Same problem. You cannot go anywhere inside the system because the system has a version of you that looks exactly like what they will say you are. You have one option. You go to the one person outside the system who has every reason to want Harmon destroyed. There is a witness, a woman, Elena Vasquez, former bookkeeper for the Salerno family, currently in a location only you and Harmon know. She has been in the program for 2 years. She testified. She did everything right. And somewhere in the last 6 months, Harmon sold her location to the same people she testified against. They have not moved on her yet. You do not know why. You tell her everything. She listens without interrupting. When you finish, she is quiet for a long time. Then she tells you she has been keeping her own records for 2 years. Every contact, every interaction, every time something felt wrong about how her case was being handled. She kept records because she knew that the only thing keeping her alive was information, and she was not going to be caught without any. What she has on Harmon is not enough on its own. What you have on Harmon is not enough on its own. Together, it is enough to bury him. You make the call to the FBI field office in another city, not your field office, another one. You lay everything out in 40 minutes. The account, the files, Alina's records, the pattern of compromised witnesses going back 6 years. They listen. They tell you to stay where you are. 4 hours later, Harmon is arrested at his home. His son's deal collapses with him. You are suspended immediately, pending investigation. The Cayman account takes 8 months to fully explain. 8 months of your career on hold, your reputation suspended alongside it. Every witness you ever protected reviewed to determine if your cases were compromised. None of them were. Every location you ever chose held. Every witness you ever moved survived. The investigation clears you completely. You are reinstated. You go back to work. Your supervisor's office has a new name on the door. You walk past it every morning. You think about Remy Castillo sometimes, the witness you did not save, the one who died from someone else's betrayal while you spent 11 days deciding whether to report a phone call. 11 days. He had 11 days left when you were sitting on that information. You do not know if reporting it would have saved him. You will never know. And that not knowing is the thing that stays with you long after everything else has been resolved and explained and filed away. You go to work every day. You move witnesses to new cities. You choose their locations carefully. You have never lost a witness, except one. And one is enough to carry for the rest of your life.